You know, they somehow messed up this chair. It's somehow facing backwards, but it is what it is. So they recently just added summer event back for some odd reason because of the timer. People were relying on the timer and the event ended. Even I mean, somehow the whole event was a whole mess. The score wasn't keeping track. Quote unquote, somehow the score were evenly somehow almost close. And then the percentage is almost close, but I can't really complain because I was a Marine. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to solo the event. As you can see, these contribution points are gathered from hitting wave 11 plus, and then you get points to get rewards. The team you're going to need for this is going to be Killua, and his build is going to be speed with 2 employment. It's the only reason why I don't have a third one is because I don't have a third Killua, but you can have 3 employment because we're going to be making money on this. And you also, your Zeke is also going to need a skill tree with 3 employments. You can also add addition if you would like. The reason why we're doing this instead of damage or anything like that, because this macro works for any element. I did this macro on purple. This macro can work on any element that you can. So if this worked on purple, none of these are advantages to purple. So yeah, it definitely does work. And then those are the 2 skill trees that you need for these units. And then what you're gonna need is an S rank or better minus farm unit, and SDEF that is extended, and then Koro. And in this video, I don't really use my extended SDEF, but you do need extended SDEF because I did remake the macro to make it a little bit better. So the event locations is pretty much on the same spot. So when you get into the game, one key thing I like to say is start the game and then restart the game because this long title screen always pops up and people somehow download the macro and mess up. And then you want to set the game to your desired speed, disable tab and disable chat. And then what you want to do is head up here. And then what you want to do is head to this tiny tip of the corner right about here and somewhere near the edge. And what you want to do is zoom out, line up your edge over here with this pole right here. And then once you get close to it, like around here-ish, that's pretty much the setup of the whole map. And you get to see the right side, the mid lane, and the left lane to defend. And I'm going to show you how to create this macro to get contribution points. Of course, heads up, you won't be winning because it's really hard to win unless it's your element. And then this is just me doing purple to show that none of these should be effective against purple because orange is the only advantage that does 100%. So what you want to do is start off on the screen right here where it says the defeat button, or you don't have to if you're downloading a macro and trying to start it. And then once you click replay button, you want to click it a couple times just in case. And then here you want to do is place down your farm unit before you start in the game. And then what you want to do after you reach wave 2 here is you want to place down your Zeke. Zeke has employment. That's the key part because you're going to need money. You're going to place your Zeke on the right lane first because that's the shortest lane. And then after him getting a couple money, you want to spam click the Zeke to the middle lane. And after that, you want to place down your Koro to break the shields. And then you want to place the Koro on the right lane too, quickly and fast as you can without breaking Tiny Task. And then you want to support your Zeke by placing an SDEF. And then support your mid Zeke by placing another SDEF. By round 4, your enemy should be near the left lane. So you want to place down your SDEF on the left lane. And then place down your Zeke for more DPS. And then you want to do is farm a couple times because as you can see here, it's hard to do Tiny Tasks and farm at the same time because Tiny Tasks might break. And you want to upgrade Zeke, upgrade SDEF, place your Killua on the right lane, upgrade it a couple times, place Killua on the mid lane, and then upgrade your units. What do you want to do? Key part here is upgrade your units evenly like I do. What you mostly need is Killua, upgrade 3 on each Killua. As if each one on each lane, if they all 3 have the upgrade 3, they should be able to kill the boss or the mini boss easily, simple as that. And anything after this is just pretty much upgrading your units. That's what you want to do. Upgrade your farm, upgrade your Killua, upgrade your Zeke. These are your main units you want to upgrade. There's nothing major that you have to upgrade. You can upgrade your SDEF a couple times to build some range. But pretty much the hardest part about this solo macro is just the starting part where you have to place down all your units in all 3 lanes and upgrading them so they won't die to the powerful 3 later on. And then after that, it's just simple, easy, smooth, just upgrading your farm and then upgrading all your DPS units. And that's pretty much it for the macro. Like, yeah. And then near the end, of course, you want to press the setting button on the bottom left and then restart the game and then exit out the menu. And I'm gonna let this play on 5 times speed because all I'm gonna be doing is just upgrading my units. You just have to upgrade them. You have enough money because you have employment. And this is gonna go on 5 times speed, and I'm gonna show you how to restart the game so you still get the points after this. So once you get to wave 21, you don't really have to do much. All you have to do is just click the bottom left and click the restart match button. I do it a couple times to ensure it's working, and then make sure you do it really, really quickly so the start game button doesn't start while you're trying to restart all of this. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.